Boom, baby, we're live. What up, what up, what up? How's everybody doing? It's me, MLD. Welcome to Free Consultation Friday here on Interview with the Man, episode 838. We are live. What is up to everybody in the chat? It is Free Consultation Friday, where you get to come on here and talk to me, get all your questions answered. Money, muscles, game, and frame. All you got to do is click on that join link right here in the chat. Okay. All you got to do is click on, oh, looks like we're streaming to multiple channels today. All right. Click on that link right there. Get your camera ready. We will be screening you behind scenes. I will be telling you turn your camera on just to make sure there's no trolls. And yeah, let's just jump right into today's episode.
Connection established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit. Okay, because you don't know how. Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
In normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay. You can do what you want to do for your content.
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
And
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She can build me a sandwich.
My man,
It's common sense in every other country in the god world, but here you got to get out of god Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're going to attract fucking predators. I live to serve. What's up, everybody? It is me, MLD. I hope you are doing A-okay today. And, we got the show going. So come on down. We're going to be asking all the questions here live on the channel. If you want to put them in the chat, you can put them there as well. But thank you all for being here today. We need a boom baby emote for the chat. We do. We absolutely do need. That is a great idea. Let me write that down. I need to update. Ooh, excuse me. I'm going to update the emotes. We got a lot going on. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Guys, thank you all for being here with me. We are having a wonderful Friday. Proud of you all for being here. I know a lot of people are out there boozing and cruising for a bruising, but you guys are here with me, and appreciate it. I really do. I really, really, really do. So let's just jump right into it. Today is Free Consultation Friday, where I answer all your questions regarding making money, making muscles, learning game, and holding frame. All right. If you want even clarity on what that is, come on down. Come on down to the show and let's have a talk. Listening in a car at Taco Bell, I had some extremely delicious Taco Bell in Hawaii. I wanted to go. We went on one day, the last day, me, Steven, and William. We flew to the big island of Hawaii. And man, the big island of Hawaii, okay, and the island of Oahu are totally different. But they don't have good Taco Bell in Japan. They have like, Japanese Taco Bell. And thank you, Jesus, for those Doritos Supreme tacos. Oh my God. Those things are so good. So good. Last time I had Taco Bell, I got sick. Good for you. I hold on to it so I don't crave it. Well, where there's a name I haven't seen in a long time ago. Is that long-haired Raymond with the white guy? No way. Is that you? Wow. Where have you been? Look at you. Used to be Mr. Boy Scout in the chat, reporting in every time and, doing all the good stuff. You've disappeared for a couple of years. Where the hell have you been? Come talk to me. Explorator. Imagine taking dating advice from a 40-year-old. Hey, I'm 39. Okay. That still thinks he's 20. I feel like I could pass. I feel like if I told a girl, hey, I'm 29, I feel like I could pass. Of course. Why are you being such a hater? I'm having such a good morning. I am. What's so sad? It's okay. I understand. I mean, you've got to be in a real weird place mentally for this to be your thing. So it's okay. I understand. I hope you get through whatever you're going through. It's really terrible that you're in a bad space, but I'm so happy. And you're not. So who's really winning? Okay. Look at, you want to see how happy I am? Look how happy I am. Somebody made me a shirt with my dog on it. And my dog's name is Happy. I win, Dora. I win. Happy, come here, baby. Come here. Let's show the people our shirt. Come here. Come. Good girl. You're so smart. Look at that striking resemblance. Look. See? Hey. What's up? So, I don't care what anybody got to say. I'm happy. My life is good. I have a cute dog. I jumped in the ice bath this morning. I did 30 minutes of cycling, had a delicious breakfast. I am already down 10 pounds from my Hawaii trip where I was literally no holds bar, eating whatever I wanted. Happy's here. Lori and Gray. Say what's up. Say what's up. Hey. Fuck you, Dora. Yeah. So, life is good, man. I'm sorry your life sucks, bro. That's really bad. But anyways, let's just go right into the Q&As. By the way, real quick, let's do some channel maintenance. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We've got to win this algorithm war, man. We've got to win this algorithm war. Yesterday was really weird. Yesterday's video, we had at one point, we had 160 people watching across all platforms. And then I looked at the replay, and the replay got really bad views. So something is clearly up. I'm not worried about it too much because I'm an overcomer, but I'm just trying to figure out everything to get the channel up. So please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. And then also if you can become a member, all right, YouTube is pushing this whole membership thing because they're trying to compete with Twitch and they're trying to compete with all these platforms. So if you want to be a member, just click that join button below there. I made a really cheap one. It's like 99 cents. You could join that. There are other tiers too if you want to help support. I don't need this money, but I think it's like, you know, YouTube is here to make money. So they just see my channel, like, you know, not making money. I just don't even know anymore, guys. I am honestly thinking, because I've had this channel for 10 years and there's just been so much content on it and just so much, like, you know, shorts and videos and live stream. I think maybe I've confused the algorithm or something, but I am leaning towards, we're probably gonna have to start a new channel. And if that doesn't work, I don't know. I mean, and it could be that maybe my content just sucks. And like, you know, you found me by accident or something. Something is up though. It's a little weird, man. It's a little weird. So we got our first person backstage. Will, can you just turn on your camera so I can see who you are? I won't bring it on the stream. Okay, cool. Wow, you're a good looking guy. You turn that off. Yeah, keep your nice. Okay, what's up, Will?
Okay, you can hear me good?
Perfectly.
Good, man. So I've been following you for probably like 5 years or so. So I've never called in, but I remember you back on like Rule Zero and shit.
That's why you're so good looking.
And yeah, you're the only person I follow from Rule Zero. But anyway, I'm calling in with the dating question here in regards to a girl I'm seeing. It's kind of long-winded, but I'll try to be concise for you.
Take your time. Take your time.
All right. So I'm 31. You know, I do okay professionally. I try to take care of myself. Like I've definitely dated a fair bit. I met this girl like 8 months ago. We've been dating seriously for 6 months.
Okay. Who pushed her to be serious?
It kind of just happened naturally. I could tell that she wanted to, and then I took her to this party, and it was one of those things where like you're kind of introducing her as your girlfriend, but you know what I mean? People are like, "Oh, is this your girlfriend?" And I was just like, "Yeah, it's my girlfriend." And she's like, "Oh, you're my girlfriend now," and or whatever. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's all good." But yeah, man, it's been a really good relationship. She's 24. She's a bit younger. She's definitely been really into me. Like she's written me like love letters, all this stuff. Like, you know, I could give like examples.
Nice.
Like I just met her on Hinge.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So basically it's been going great. No problems in the relationship. You know, like no arguments. There's been a couple times where, you know, I've set a couple boundaries and she's responded super positively. It was just like no problem at all, like just super accepting. Anyway, she was raised like super religious, and that wasn't really an issue at all in the relationship. Like, you know, everything was going great, and then basically like 2 weeks ago she went to church, and I don't know, I guess she kind of had like a feeling when she was there, and then they were talking about like faith and relationships and stuff. And I wasn't raised religious. So basically that kind of shook her up a little bit, just like that talk at the church. But then after,
like you're going to hell because you're having sex outside of marriage or what?
Not so much that, but I think it's just like important of like your like life partner, because we're getting pretty serious, right? Like your life partner's got to be like, on the same page as you and whatever, right? But basically what happened was, after the service, this like lady who she didn't know came up to her and was like, "Hey, like God spoke to me, and he told me that your current relationship is temporary."
Oh,
so just like some
fucking
kooky religious bitch.
What? Look, who is this fucking wench? Is this some old, fat, unhappy lady?
I mean, probably, man. I don't know, but okay. So like, so that kind of happened.
Tell her God told her. Tell your girlfriend, like, God told me. He came to me last night in a dream, and he was guarded by the archangel Michael, and he told me to tell you.
yeah. So that happened. That really like shook her up, and then like we kind of talked about it, but now it's become like this thing, right? So now she's like, she asked her like mom, like her mom apparently prayed about it for her, and her mom, who has not met me, by the way, and was not thrilled about me who's kind of a heathen, right? So her mom has also come to the same conclusion apparently, and all these, So I basically, you get the idea. You get the idea, and it's a big
Is her
thing
mom
now.
single?
No, she's not. But she has a bit of a tumultuous relationship with the parents. They're quite religious, but
Of course.
Yeah.
So we've got a motley crew of retards sabotaging the relationship. Great.
yeah. So, I don't expect you to give me like a perfect solution here, but I've always enjoyed your perspective. So,
I'm about to give
I
you a
did.
perfect-
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I have a few
No,
ways
go
I think
ahead,
I
go
can
ahead,
handle it, but
keep going. I'm hyped up on life. Go ahead.
okay. You finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth yet, or no?
Dude. Yes. I'm
Okay,
fucking
nice.
depressed, man. I put my PlayStation in the closet because I
Yeah.
have nothing to play, and I was just playing Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, but you can only beat up everybody with Vegeta so many times.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I don't game too much anymore, but I'm a '90s Final Fantasy kid, so
Me
I
too.
beat that shit.
You're a great
so,
guy,
I mean-
man. Let me ask you some questions. So, how
Yeah.
tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Oh, you're a fucking stud. You got that nice head of hair and that good beard. You're a white guy. What do you do for a living?
I work in real estate.
Right. And what city or country or state are you in?
West Coast, Canada.
Okay. And do you do well for yourself? Are you okay? You get six figures?
Yeah. I mean, I made, the most I've made in a year is like 145 Canadian.
That's amazing, bro. Listen, what is this chick? What does this chick do? It's 24-year-old.
She's just like finishing school.
For what?
I'm by the counseling.
Okay. Mental health counselor?
Yeah, she's gonna do a master's and stuff. I'm the guy who I messaged you on Instagram the other day.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Got you. Thank
Yeah.
you for calling in. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so I mean, I listen, the thing is like, I do okay. I did enough girls. Like, it's not so much like a one-itis thing, right? But obviously, we've all been there. Like, you love the chick, you want it to work, right? So,
bro, there's nothing wrong. This one-itis stuff, you don't have one-itis because you've been here crying. So just chill with that. Okay. Here's the thing, bro. Is that area liberal too?
Yeah, she's not really though.
No, I mean, I'm talking about these wenches sabotaging your relationship.
Oh, I've been to the church with her once or twice. I mean, it doesn't seem like it goes like it doesn't seem like super woke or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but even dude, okay, so I grew up in the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say some stuff now. It's gonna sound a little mean, politically incorrect, but the church is filled with losers. I'm sorry to say so. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's better that she's in the church than clubs, but so many people told me so much shit in the church. My mom wanted me to marry this woman who was 40 years older than me, and like not nearly as hot as the women I get nowadays. She was a sweet, good woman, but the thing is that like this is a frame issue on your end.
Mm-hmm.
So what does your girlfriend think about this now? What is she saying?
So, yeah, so I mean, I got a couple thoughts on the frame stuff. So she's basically like just like torn. Like she's over here a few days ago. She's like, I'm like super in love with you. I was out at a bachelor party over the weekend with a buddy, and she got together with like my buddy's girlfriend, and they hung out or whatever. And she spent like the whole weekend saying like how great I am, how she can never replace me, all that kind of stuff. Like she was over here a couple days ago. She's like, the relationship's so effortless. Like I want to be with you, but now it's basically she just has like this like big doom feeling that's like lingering and she can't get rid of.
What is the doom feeling? Like your relationship is cooked?
Yeah, just that like it's not that maybe it's not the right relationship for her now or something, or she needs to be on her own. Like she just doesn't know, like, basically like the love's there, but she doesn't know like logistically how this is supposed to work out now.
So let me just see. I'm just going to try and paint a picture here that I'd like you to paint for her but gently.
All right,
so
take some notes here.
Oh, sure. You can always watch this on replay too.
I'll watch it on replay. It's all good. Yeah.
So she is a Christian having premarital sex with you. So she's sinning and she's actively looking for premarital sex because she has a Hinge profile and she's out there. I mean, what is she? I mean, she's not on there looking to, make basket weaving friends, right?
Right.
So, it's just like, what are we even doing here? Like, this whole thing is a mess. So the biggest thing here I would tell you is that you've got to really sit her down and say, here's the deal. Okay. It's very clear to me that we have a good thing going. And I'm a little concerned that a stranger can come up to you out of nowhere and tell you that our relationship is not for us. So like, and then you should tell her, like, how would you feel if a random man that I didn't know came up to me and said, I was reading some tarot cards or I was doing God told me to dump this girl. Like, how would you feel about that?
Yeah.
Because what humans do, what women do, what men do is when you have a good relationship, okay, you kind of get, and she's young, okay, but you kind of get a little bit spoiled. And you think, oh, I could just go back out into dating land and my perfect match is behind every leaf that blows in the wind. There's just abundance of people out there. So here's the thing. You need to hold frame, okay? Because you need to tell her, here's the deal. I want to stay with you. I like you. I think we have something very good. But I do not, but you have to tell her this, okay? And this is important. Write this down. If you have, I'll wait for you to get pen or paper.
All right. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I have my iPhone.
And so you want to tell her, I want to be with somebody who understands that the relationship and the bond that we have is very special. And it cannot be broken by a random stranger telling that person they shouldn't be with me when they know nothing about me. They know nothing about our relationship. They know nothing about how I make you feel. Has she told you that she feels safe with you?
Yes.
Bro, you're in the money, bro. The girls, it is a very rare thing for a woman to find a man to say that to.
Yeah. So, this is good. I'm enjoying this. I got a couple thoughts. It's funny, like this, like the parasocial thing with the internet, because I feel like I know you so well. Yeah, I've like followed you for like years and years.
Yeah, you're my best friend.
So I mean, there's a couple things. Like, one thing is like it was the person coming up to her, but then I think also, I don't know, I think she also felt something internally, like in that environment, just that something was off as well, right? So I think I also kind of like, that's something that worries me a bit as well. But I agree with what you said. Those are also good points.
So you can't be with a woman whose mind is weak like that to be shaken from outsiders. She needs to be referring to you as her rock in this relationship. I'll tell you a story. So I used to date this one girl, and she had a big mouth. She just loved to blab, right? And anytime anything happened in the relationship, she would always go and ask like 7 or 8 of her friends who were not dating a guy like me. I'm a very successful guy. I don't have any bad habits. I'm not out here hooked on drugs. I'm not out here boozing every night. Like, my top priority is optimizing myself as much as I can as the years go on. And I believe my life is a testimony to that. I think since I've started in 2019 until now, I feel like a lot of people think I look younger. And I feel like my message has become more refined. And I feel like as I have gotten older, I truly believe that the quality of my coaching has gotten better. The quality of my message has gotten better. And the quality of a person that I am has become light years better. But her friends, they all like to drink. They're all single. They all are out there on dating apps getting pumped and dumped. I've seen them on dating apps. And so the point I'm trying to make here is that your relationship is a sacred thing between you and your woman. And you and your woman are the only ones who should have some serious say in the relationship. Okay. I can't tell you the amount of times, because when I date girls, they really, really, really fall in love with me. And I've had multiple women. I always test them. I say, what will you do if your family doesn't want you to marry? And unanimously, they're all like, well, I don't care. It's my life. I want to be with you. So she's young, and young women are impressionable, but they're impressionable in a good way and also in a bad way. So you got to lead a little bit stronger, but at the same time too, my friend, if she wants to go, you need to just draw a line in the sand. Say, here's the deal. Okay. I have been with you for a long time. I have been faithful to you. I've never hit you. I've never yelled at you. I've never beaten you. I've never, choked you, whatever, all the crazy shit all these guys are doing to these girls. Right. And I feel like I'm a great guy, and I feel like what we have is a good special thing. Wouldn't you agree? Or do you think all your relationships have been like this and I'm just a regular guy, that one of the many guys that you've been with, right? And she's going to say, no, what we have is special. What we have is special, right? So when people, especially women, see another younger woman in a happy relationship, they low-key, majority of women are haters, and they'll try and destroy that relationship. So you want to let her know, I want to be with you, but if this is going to be a problem, I'm looking for somebody who will not be shaken by the opinions of people outside our relationship who have no idea about me. Because when I dated that girl, all those girls giving her advice about me never met me, never sat down, had a coffee with me, had a meal with me, none of that. But they had a laundry list of things to say, like, because self-made multi-million-dollar earning guys are just growing on trees, right? Money aside, I'm an amazing guy. So I kind of got offended, to be honest. I was like, God, are you this retarded? And it is what it is. But it comes to a point where, my friend, you got to respect yourself too. You know what you bring to the table. I saw what you look like. You're a good looking guy. You're not fat. You're not ugly. You're not strung out on drugs. You're not here boozing every night. You're not out here beating women. You're not out here, dealing drugs in the street. And it's a hard thing for a good woman to find a good man. So you got to protect your relationship, and you got to lead and guide your woman, but you can't force her. If she wants to go, sayonara, baby.
Yeah, 100%. You're right. I think, I knew I need to kind of like readjust the frame a little bit. I think with this initially happening, I got a little too much out of the frame. I was very much like, hey, like, I think I was maybe supplicating to her a little bit too much.
How so? Can you explain?
Well, I don't know. I think I was just very much like, hey, let's work through this. Like, I don't want to break up, like this kind of stuff, which I think is somewhat is normal, but I don't want to put myself in a position of too much, like chasing her too much. Right.
Yeah. Time out. You're not supplicating. You're a man who knows what he wants. And if you want to be with her, clearly let her know, hey, listen, I want to be with you. But I'm looking to be with somebody who, the words of outside parties who have no idea who I am and what we have, I want a woman who has a strong mind and who sees a future with me and who can see that, you know, what we have is something special and good.
Yeah. No, I think I'll have to have a talk with her then. Yeah. So you think I should address it immediately? Because another row is address it immediately. Okay.
Yes. You always you addressed every problem in your life as quickly and as immediately as possible, because problems are like cancer. They grow and they grow and they grow. Okay. You have to attack a problem with all resources and obliterate it as soon as possible so you can continue on your path of being a prosperous man and stuff like that. And like a lot of guys at your age, 31, man, these guys are like, a lot of guys are scuffed, bro, you know, mega scuffed. So I'm not trying to glaze you here or anything, but I mean, the reality is this is a troubling situation because of her. So you need to sit her down. You need to have a come to Jesus talk with her. And you need to be like, here's the deal. I don't like the fact that I have to compete with strangers in your life who have no idea about me. I want somebody who values what I have, values what I bring. And I thought that person was you. Is that person you?
Yeah.
And if she says no, let her go, dog. Trust me. You are going to get better as the years go on. She's going to go out there. If people in the church are like, don't do it, like, it's so retarded, dude. It is so dumb. Like, no, I just think it's stupid personally.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I'm definitely a positive influence in her life, right? So,
of course you are.
It's what it is. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was good talking to you, and I'm gonna do what you said.
Yeah, come back next week. We'll talk.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Buddy, take care. Nice talk with you.
Bye.
Peace. What a stud. That's a good looking white man too, guys. Yeah, that's just unfortunate with the church. Real quick, I see some chat questions. Do you guys want me to do comment review or just want me to start knocking out these questions? Because I'd like to do comment review, but I live to serve. Let me know. What would you like me to do? I just think that's honestly, it's just unfortunate. That's just these church people bother me. Okay. Like, I'm pretty sure God didn't tell her this relationship is only temporary. Like, who are you, bitch? Are you a prophet? Like, you know, Tracy Douglas in the house. He's a wise man. He says church people like getting into other people's business. Yeah, because they got nothing going on. Okay. All right, I'm going to rapid fire some questions. And if you, Billy's going to be putting the link in the chat right here. Billy Patterson, the head mod of the Modern Life Dating channel. He will be putting that there. Thank you, Billy. You're amazing. I love you so much. We got George. George, can you turn your camera real quick? Let me just make sure you are a real human. A real, well, your camera's like flashing on and off. Raymond, you come talk to me too. Let's see what you've been up to. In the meantime, George, get your camera sorted. Hey, MLD, thoughts on how to manage ego? It is one of the best and worst things to have. The ego is not a good thing. Okay. Ego gets you in trouble. Ego is a manifestation of massive insecurity and overcompensation. Okay. Those men who are constantly consumed by their ego, they always fly too high to the sun. And like Icarus, the wax on the wings melt away and they fall into the ocean. So no, ego is a bad thing. You have to keep your ego in check. Be confident, be diligent and hardworking in everything you do, but keep your ego in check. Okay. Everything that you have can be stripped away from you in a moment's time. Like I told you guys last year when I was wrongfully arrested in Hawaii and imprisoned, right? It was the day Bitcoin hit the all-time high on March 14th. I just got done having sex with this incredibly hot Korean girl, driving her home. And then on the highway. Cops just decided they wanted to take me to jail. Maybe just to meet a quota or whatever. Next thing you know, they're taking off my fucking ballin necklace. This is my $8,000 Cartier necklace they were taking away from me. They took away my Rolex. I was in there with my $1,000 friggin' Louis Vuitton silk pajama shorts and sparring shorts, the white ones you see me wearing, and in the fight videos. And you know, next thing you know, I'm in a cell, stone walls, freezing, with a thin little mattress and a blanket, and you know, incarcerated, shackled like a slave from head to toe. And then, you know, I was just thinking, my gosh, like, dude, portfolio all-time high, doing all these things. Damn, George, you are jacked. George is back, guys. George, you can keep your camera on or off, whatever you want, buddy. It's up to you. But yeah, you know, everything can be taken away from you like that, boys. Oh, George, you disappeared. Come back, George. Does Happy have a t-shirt with your face on it? Happy and I are the same. We both hate wearing clothing around the house. So if you ever come hang out with me, I'm always shirtless in my underwear, some short shorts in my house. So yeah, man. What is the best way to make money online, bro? Digital marketing, email marketing, running ads, all of that jazz is the best way. Okay. All right, we're gonna bring on George. George, what's up, bro?
Yeah, hello.
What up, man?
Yeah, listen, it's the last time we spoke, a lot has changed.
Okay, refresh me.
So last time we spoke, you know, I was losing money investing in the stock market. I had just gotten a raise at work, like November 10th, I was making $22 an hour. November 11th, I was making 30.
Nice.
And then January 1st, I got another raise, but it wasn't announced until Monday. So I got a $5 raise.
Good. What do you do?
I'm an electromechanic.
For a car dealership or?
No, for a metal plant.
Nice.
And with all the overtime I do, man, I'm making about $10,000 a month. So honestly,
wow,
like,
great.
Yeah.
What city and state are you in?
51st state, and that's about it, man. I don't want to disclose too much.
That's okay. The church ladies are coming for you next, George.
Exactly. That's why. Yeah. So my question today is, like, you know, with like my life changing this much, this quick, how do I hold on to my humility, and how do I keep moving forward? And like, I don't know. It's just it's a lot at once, and I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah, you're in a good position to be stuck at, George.
Yeah.
How old are you, buddy?
I'm 25.
Dude, you're killing it, man.
Yeah.
Killing it. So you're worrying about staying humble?
Staying humble. And just like, I don't know, it's just a lot. What do I do with the money I'm making, you know, because I know the stock market's just shooting down. So I don't know if right now is a good opportunity to buy in, you know, average into the S&P. You had told me last time to do that. Yes. I don't know what to do.
Well, in my opinion, what President Trump and the the Secretary of Treasury, Scott Bessent, I forget his last name. Sorry, it's a little weird. He's the first openly gay Treasury guy in American history. He's doing a pretty good job, man. He and Trump, what I believe they're doing is, because it's like clockwork, right? The stock market people, every time they hear anything about a tariff, the markets crash. And Trump said that every country came to the table to negotiate, right? The tariffs. And all we're doing is tariffing the stuff that they're tariffing us percentage-wise. So I think what they're doing is they're trying to, like, short-term push the economy a little bit down, because next month we have the FOMC meeting, and they're trying to add pressure to Powell to lower the interest rates, because once interest rates get low, then they turn on the money printer. They had mentioned that they're beginning the ending of quantitative tightening, and they're beginning the quantitative easing as well. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about? Quantitative tightening versus easing?
Yeah, I'm familiar with all of it.
Right. So I would say take a look at the markets and see what's going on till the end of this month, April. But in the meantime, look at all the ways you could be investing your money. Look at ways of regarding real estate. Okay. There are options. I mean, when a safe option too is it still is Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin over a 4-year period, and Bitcoin has been showing incredible amount of strength recently with the markets acting the way they are. So there are opportunities there. Let me ask you a question. Did you say you're 25?
Yeah.
One thing that I would advise is if you can get your hands on and maintain and hold one whole Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get your hands on one whole Bitcoin and just hold on to that, you know, I do believe that your money will continue to appreciate. You could always buy, as boomer as it is, you could buy gold as well. You could buy the gold ETF. Gold is at all-time highs recently. Silver recently took a dump. So its whole bull market was recently erased. But I just think that what we're doing right now is we're kind of in a transitionary period. And I think that things are going to get a little bit better before they get worse, because the bottom line is this: Trump didn't come to presidency to destroy America, despite what everybody thinks. You know what I mean? There's opportunities like that. You know, one thing I think that people are not really looking into, but is going to be a big opportunity in the future, is owning a robot, like an Optimus robot, or a robo-taxi too. A cyber taxi, you know what I'm talking about? The Tesla one?
Yeah.
So I think those are some opportunities there. But ideally, even if the market's crashing right now, just wait for it to bottom out and then just start buying into the S&P 500.
Okay, so you would say that not to invest right now, just to wait till the end of the month to see maybe there's going to be better opportunities?
Yeah, just stack the cash in the meantime, right? You're in a good position. Keep your costs living low, all right? And another thing you mentioned quickly, you said about like, you got to be humble. Don't be humble, bro. Like, I'm not telling you to be a braggadocious douchebag, but do you actually know what the definition of humble is?
No.
Okay. The definition of humble is, I'm going to read it to you. If you just type in the word humble, to shout out to Fierce Soul who just joined us. Thank you so much. Did somebody buy some? Did somebody? Oh Lord. Whoa. Shout out to Lolly Lule Low, bought 20 gifted subs. Thank you. Everybody's a member now. So humble means having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's importance. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I'm reading the definition right now off Google as well.
Yeah, low estimate of one's importance. Would you like a low estimate of your importance?
Not really, man. Like, I'm 25. I'm kind of trying to, you know.
Not really? So you're kind of flirting with the idea of lowering your importance?
I don't want to lower my importance, you know. I don't know. I want to feel like I'm the man.
One of my friends, right? He was mentioning to me years ago, right? Many, many years ago. He's like, you know, we got to stay humble. We got to stay humble. And I told him, like, dog, you're crazy. I don't want to be humble. Like, I'm trying to ball out. I'm trying to live life to the max. Fast forward to where we are today. And he had a better head start. He has a great father, good family, you know, good. He had a good start. I started out with nothing. And, you know, he's broke today. He is broke. Recently divorced. Had to move back in with his family. No. The whole be humble thing is a lie, you know? And I'm not telling you like walk into a Starbucks and start slapping old ladies' drinks out of their hands. You know what I mean? Yeah. But what I am saying is like, that's bad advice. You know, stay level-headed. Don't get me wrong. Stay level-headed. Keep your ego in check. But there's no intention for you to walk around like, you know, whipping yourself with a cat of nine tails. I'm like, oh, woe is me. I must be a humble man. Because I think that's really stupid, quite frankly. That's
Okay,
my
well,
thoughts.
I mean, like, it's a lot to think about. Thank you for your input.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if listen, you're crushing it, bro.
Yeah, shit.
There's nothing to be stressed out about, you know? If
Just
you
so much in so little time. It's like I can't believe like a few months ago, man. I thought I was a complete failure. I felt like just like shit, because I've gotten older, and then you think to yourself, like, man, like, what am I doing like this whole time? And then everything's just fucking gone 180.
You're so old at 25. You push, and so you got a hot girl pushing around in a wheelchair.
No, I don't know.
Oh man.
Jeez. All right, man. Thank you so much for the advice.
Yeah, look, I will tell you this: if you're kind of struggling in your day to day and with your mentality, and you're kind of like going back and forth internally with what's going on, so I would think if you want, I would tell you to join my monthly coaching. We have a really good group of guys in there, and we just separated the whole monthly coaching based upon category now. So we have multiple topics. We have topics on money, muscles, game, and frame. And you could join a bunch of guys in there. Like we got one of our guys. He's like, he's doing real estate. He's selling some planes on the side. We got another guy who's invested in crypto mining. He did like a crap load of money. This guy made, at one point, this guy made $500,000 in a month. And he's like 27. We have some real killers in there. It'll be good for you because instead of just on your day-to-day kind of droning on in your head, like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Join a community, join us, and then you'll be around a bunch of guys who are like you, who are fit, who are making money, who have a direction in life. And it'll give you a lot more clarity in regards to, your situation. And you could bounce questions off me and the guys, and we can get out. When you sign up too, I have like an initial free consultation too. So we could really sit down and hammer this out as well. Because I'm pretty sure you can afford $150 a month.
Oh, it's only 150. Yeah, I definitely can.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you send me the link and I'll take a look at it?
Yeah, it's right here. Billy's already on it. Billy's the man. So he says, George, here's the link. Sign up for money, muscles, monthly coaching, and we got you.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a look at it probably in a few minutes. I'm gonna go eat something, but I'll keep listening to the podcast, all the live.
Yeah. What's your split, dude? Because you're a tank.
I do a 3-day split. I'm not in the gym for more than 45 to 50 minutes. I do low volume, heavy weights.
Clearly. Clearly.
So I target chest one day, then I do legs. So I do both the hams, the glutes. Well, I do mostly hams and quads. I don't really touch glutes because my glutes are pretty big to, naturally. And then I do back on its own. And then maybe once every month, I'll do shoulders, biceps, and triceps because I have naturally big shoulders, triceps.
Yeah, I was about to say, your shoulders are huge, dude.
Yeah, that's why I only train them once a month, because if I train them like every week, they just get too big and I look too stupid,
You remind me of this. You remind me of this old school MMA fighter. His name was Sean the Muscle Shark Shirk. SEAESHERK. You remind me of that guy.
Let me look this guy up. You said Sean the Muscle Shark?
Sean the Muscle Shark Shirk. That's who you look like.
Shirk. Hey, yeah. Fuck.
He was a tank, bro.
We're about the same height too.
Yeah, he's a monster, bro. You look great, brother. And let me tell you something too. One of the greatest indicators that I've noticed for people who can do anything, right, are guys who can really lock in their physical fitness above average, like you have. People like Myron Gaines, he became really fat and he changed his whole body. And if you can manipulate your body, George, listen to me. You really need to give yourself some credit, bro. Right? You are, dude, you're stud. You have clear skin. You're jacked. You're making good money. You're only 25. Dude, you are crushing it, dude. You are phenomenally crushing it. So don't get caught up in your head and because bodybuilder people they like to like pinpoint like, oh, my right bicep is a little bit smaller than my left. I hate my life. Right? Like that. Don't get caught up in that nonsense with yourself. Okay. You're doing really, really good, bro.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, pop into the monthly coaching. We'll have a call, and then we're gonna do the coaching call this Sunday as well.
All right, perfect, man. Thank you. Take care, bro.
Cool, bud. Take care. Peace. That kid's a tank. Great stuff, man. I'm so proud of you guys, man. You guys are doing so good. Excuse me. Hey, Lolly Lule Low. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Appreciate you supporting everybody. Go ahead, put those red pill emojis in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's go back to the chat questions. I will say this in regards to the church messaging. One time when I was in, this is just could have been like coincidence, but one time this guy, he prayed for me when I was in church camp, and he said to me, he's like, God told me one day you're going to reach millions of people and change their lives. Thank you so much, Pastor Casey. Yeah, I remember he was praying for me. He had his hand on my forehead, and he was like so aggressively praying. I remember he spit in my face too. He was like, because he was like standing right here. You guys know, I went to Pentecostal church where they're like, oh! You know. And so, yeah, I went to Benny Hinn too. You guys remember Benny Hinn? And like when Benny Hinn would like touch people, and you're supposed to fall down. I fell down on purpose because I didn't like. I was like, you know, I don't want to be like this guy who didn't fall down. You know, like when they touch you, like, oh, the Spirit of God. And then Benny Hinn told them, pick him up again. Let's give him a double dose. And he like hit me again, and I fell down again. I fell down, and I didn't feel the Spirit of God. I was just like, there's like thousands of people on stage. I was like, okay, I'm just going to play my part. You know, I was like 16, 17. You know, I don't, let's talk about church real quick. So the thing is, I think church, if you go to church, it's a good thing because it gives you a sense of decency. It gives you a sense of morality, right? But the church is filled with a bunch of losers, with all due respect, right? It is what it is. And I just, you know, I just call it like I see it. And yeah, that's just so annoying. Like a complete stranger comes up to you like, I have a message from God. I'm like, okay, fucking, you know, Moses, tell me, what did the burning bush tell you? The relationship you're in is temporary. Shut up, bitch. So stupid. So we'll go back to the chat, but I'm really glad to have you guys on here. Let's keep going. I'm scrolling. It's true what they say about the preacher's daughter. I knew the preacher's daughter. She was out there fucking. I love her. She's a sweetheart, though. Black pill reds. The church is full of horrible people. Yeah. I would think a girl that is in a man's frame would blow off anyone and told her that. Yeah, exactly. Okay. RSR Rocket, he says, MLD, how can I rebuild after I was violent? Oh, you guys are so funny. After I was violated while unconscious at the Vegas crypto mindset party, all I did was accept a drink from a fat Mexican. I joined crypto mindset to catch a pump, not get pumped. When will your course launch? It's coming soon. Oh Lord, that is so. You guys are so funny. I love you guys. I love all you people here. And I think I'm scrolling through. I'm catching up on the chat right now. Chase Rubidoux he's right. He says people in the church are good at sabotaging relationships. A lot of people in church are not happy, bro. Okay. How many steps a day should I walk to lose a lot of weight if I had unlimited time? 20,000 a day. If you walk 20,000 steps a day, you got to do it. Here's the deal too. When you guys wake up, right? Especially if you're after 30, I'd say after 35, but really, you know, anyway, regardless of your age, ideally it's best for you to wake up and do cardio on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. So what I do, I wake up, go to the bathroom, don't drink any water or anything, and I don't even brush my teeth. And then I sleep in my underwear. And so I just wake up and I get on the scale and I look at my weight and then I write it down on the calendar. Then I go brush my teeth, whatever. I'll go to my kitchen. I'll take my morning supplements and then I'll pop one caffeine pill, 200 milligrams. And then I'll go do some cardio. If I have pressing work that day, I will pop the caffeine pill and then get right to work. But if you're trying to lose weight, ideally you want to do at least a bare minimum of 25 minutes of cardio as soon as you wake up on an empty stomach. And then after that, you want to reduce your carbohydrates and be tracking your calories, right? It's so important. You're not going to lose weight if you're not tracking your calories. It's just not going to be a fiction. I remember you were the big guy. You talked to me about this. Random question. What do you think of indirect approach with women? I like your outfit. Where did you get it from? My sister's birthday is coming up. I mean, I think it's a good, making an approach is better than not. But more importantly, we've been talking about this and I'm realizing that, oh boy, this online space is just filled with such bad information. Like people are saying, don't cold approach is dead, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Okay, but the reality is they've done studies recently too, and women want to be approached in real life. And every woman, I'm telling you unanimously, we had 400 plus cold approaches between the group in Hawaii. And we didn't have a single bad or negative reaction. And we talked to like literally every kind of girl, good looking girls, cute girls, really hot girls. And what was even funny is the hotter the girl, the more friendly and open they were. So your guys, people who struggle with cold approach, you really don't struggle with cold approach. You struggle with inner game because you think by coming into this girl's life, you're inconveniencing her. But the reality is you're going to boss that girl up. Okay. Look at Will at the beginning of the episode, how he said, everything's been going good. And I've been helping this girl and level her up. Okay. When you are a masculine, powerful, strong man with a good frame and your head's on straight, you're focusing on money, muscles, game, frame, like women will mold to you. A good woman who's in like really in your frame and really into you, right? They're going to mold to you. And every girl that I've dated, they've all learned how to become really good cooks because I teach them because cooking's a hobby of mine. They learn about macros and they don't drink, they don't party, they stop that crap. And then it's like unanimously, these girls always tell me like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know like you could feel this good in life. Right. And so that is what you guys got to think. You guys, and this is where the whole stupid be humble thing comes. Like, you guys are such powerful, strong, amazing men watching me, and the ladies too, but the men, my message here is primarily for men. And, you guys are gods amongst ants and you have forgotten it. You're like that and what they do in Thailand, right? When they do this to ruin an elephant's inner game, right? When they have these baby elephants in Thailand, they take a big metal stake and they clang, 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 and they stake that into the ground, and they take a chain and they shackle it to a baby elephant's leg, and the baby elephant can't, run around. It'll get yoked up, right? And it realized like, oh dang, like I can't go anywhere because I got this chain on me. And when the elephants grow up and become adults, they still keep that same chain on them, but their mind has already been broken into thinking they're weak, they're not strong, and they're not free, and they accept it. Okay. You guys are the same way. You guys doubt yourselves. I have talked to you guys unanimously. The majority of you guys are good-looking men. You are smart. You are capable. It is Friday night, and look at where you are. If you're watching me live, you could be out there running around in those streets, boozing it up, chasing girls, whatever, right? But the reality is, here you are, and you doubt yourself. You guys are focusing on your fitness. You're focusing on your mental health. You're focusing on your finances. You're focusing on getting a girl, you know? So never forget who you are, my brothers. Never forget. So with this cold approach, this is good, but just be real. I mean, this is good. It's better for you to make the approach, but more importantly, it's better for you to walk up to the girl and say, hey, you know, I'm ZZ. Nice to meet you. What's your name? And you put your hand out for a handshake. You wait for her to shake your hand, right? And so this hand is your hand. This is her hand. And you shake it firm, and then you let it go limp. And you keep it there. And you see how long it takes for her to pull her hand away. This is her hand, right? So if she keeps and holds this and you're talking for a while, if they really like you, they'll sit there and hold your hand for like 1 or 2 minutes. And that's how you know you got a live one. If she pulls away her hand quickly, this is her. She pulls away quickly, not too open. If she keeps it there and she's like slowly pulls it away, you know, that's your first measuring stick. The second part is if you're able to engage in a conversation with her and she stays and she's chatting with you for more than 2 minutes, she's open and she's interested. And that's you say, hey, you know what? I think you're cool. We should hang out sometime. Say nothing else. Look her in the eye. She's going to say, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Oh, I'm busy. Or, oh, okay, what are you thinking about doing? And you're going to find out real quick if she's interested or not. And if she says yes, you hand her your phone. Sounds good. Hand her the phone like this. Here you go. She'll put it in. Be like, okay, get her. You can call her right there, or you can, you can fucking not. But you can, go ahead and give it a try, and then say, oh, I'll give you a call sometime, and then leave. Because women want to meet a man in an organic fashion. No girl wants to be on dating apps, swiping. Nobody wants to deal with that, So that's my opinion. Okay. Let's go. Let's see next up here. Nice. He says, one of my favorite parts of consultations is when callers get silent. It just means light bulbs are going off and the gears are turning. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, Black Pill Red says, keep making 10K a month for the next 10 years and save that and you'll be on top of the world. 100%. Okay. Tracy's in the monthly coaching. He says, that was pretty cool how you divided the topics that way. Yeah, I think it just makes it a lot more organized. John Anis says, how you doing? What's up? He's got those Samus Aran shoulders. Those are some mega shoulders. Dude is a tank. Black Pill Red has a question. What's the best way to warm up and loosen the shoulders? I'm going clicking in my shoulders bays almost constantly. You're getting older and you're a heavy boy, bro. Just do the windmills, right? I can't do them because I'm sitting, but do the windmills back, do the windmills forward. If you can get like a elastiband, this is really good to open your shoulders, right? The old warm up. Sean D says, bro, I'm trying to call. You got to come on the link. Come on the link, my G. Come on the link, sir. I just put in the chat for you. Maybe Billy did. Scrolling. Catching up. Are your expectations in Soul any less than what they were a couple months ago? Yes. Due to the weakening of the altcoin narrative? Yes. I think the biggest thing that's going to be changing, we need quantitative easing and we need rates to come down. Q4 last year, we had rates coming down all Q4. Trump won, and it was a phenomenal. I mean, Q4, dude. Watch my election stream. Watch how happy I was. You'll see. But yeah, I think if anything's going to happen, it's going to be Q4 this year. Brooklyn is in the house. She says, please do cold approach. Listen to Brooklyn. She is a hot white lady. I was listening to a podcast with Dan Bilzerian and Myron, and Dan was talking about how direct cold approach is like playing poker and revealing your cards. He advised indirectly approaching women. I can't take advice from Dan Bilzerian about women because he used money and clout to attract women. I'm telling you, okay? I've done this around the world with myself and replicated it with a cohort of like 50 plus men, okay? No. You walk up directly, you make your case known, you shoot your shot. She says no, she says no. You can do the indirect thing, sure. But I mean, I just think it's like kind of snaky and slimy, you know? And you're taking advice from a guy who, you know, he paid to have women around. Like, what do you know about game, bro? With all due respect, what do you know about game? Okay. Do you guys still cold approach with any sign of interest? Yeah, of course. Thaddeus says, had my cold approach in a minute a couple days ago. The experience was so pleasant, and how friendly she was. Left feeling very good. Isn't much, but it is a lot. Congrats. Don't downplay your success. That's a big W. And she was so pretty. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. So let's keep going. We're scrolling, catching up here. Yeah, if you want to join, click on that link right there. Link is in the chat. Almost didn't write. I'm 40, broke, chased hedonism, not responsibility for decades. I want to turn around. Can your monthly coaching help a guy start from the bottom this late? Yes, but you have to have a good mindset, and you got to be ready to work immediately. And it's going to take time. I'm not going to turn your whole life around in 2 weeks. You know, these guys join, and they like the guys who have a washout rate in my monthly coaching. They'll join, and they'll get like a dopamine high from joining initially and talking to me and stuff. And then like 1 or 2 months down the road, they'll quit. And it's like, how are you expecting to get anything done to turn your whole life around in like 2 to 3 months? You know? Be ready to stick it out. Join us, my friend. The link's in the chat, links in the description box below. Okay. Yeah. This is only bad women will reject you in a certain way. And the reason is because they have bad inner game. They're going through something. That's not a reflection of you. Yeah, Pele, here's the link. Sign up. Come on down. Join us. And together we will rule the galaxy. You know, I want to give a big shout out to somebody too, okay, who is surpassing me as a YouTuber and crushing me in so many ways. You remember we did a couple YouTube live streams about our buddy there, Johnny Somali. Well, I'm so happy to announce that, and he looks like he's 100% going to pass me in subscribers. Andrew from The Legal Mindset, he joined us in 2019. He joined us in the Masculine Empowerment Network in 2019. And, you know, he's just trying to get things sorted with his dating life. And he's a phenomenal guy. He's a lawyer. He's barred in the state of Florida. He has 218,000 subscribers. Each one of his live streams, he gets thousands of people watching him. And he is single-handedly leading the charge to lock Johnny Somali up in prison for a very, very long time. And I'm just so incredibly proud of my friend here. He's doing such a good job. He is a very, very smart guy. He has a good heart. He is a hard-working man on top of that. And he has surpassed me, and I am happy for him with every drop of an atom of an existence that I have. You know, I'm so proud of that guy. I am honored to call him a friend. He has been there for me thick and thin. He's an amazing guy, man. And I got to say, I'm just so proud of him. So, you know, I don't ask you to judge me by my success. I just ask you to judge you by the success of my previous students, because there's just, it's so amazing, man. It's so amazing what everybody's being able to do in today's day and age. I want to show you guys something too. I don't know if I showed you this before, but I've made like an MLD influence chart. I want to show you guys that. It's pretty cool, right? Because this is how a lot of things happened regarding this whole masculine revolution that we're experiencing right now. Take a look at this real quick, okay? This is like my influence chart. So obviously I'm here on the far left-hand side at MLD. We had Andrew, I helped him. And then my former interns also that were graduates of the Masculine Empowerment Network, they helped start this. They helped catapult Sterling Cooper. Sterling Cooper helped catapult Justin Waller. And two of my former interns are now working for Justin Waller as well. Brandon Carter asked for my advice, asked for a lot of my advice on the stream that he set up and doing Victory Talk. He's doing really good. Obviously, if it wasn't working, if I didn't do my thing, Myron didn't start his brand. Myron would not have gotten introduced to Rolo and all the guys on Rule Zero if it wasn't for me. And if it wasn't for that, Fresh wouldn't be who he is, because he would just had a prank channel. They got together. And then we also have people like Jordan Kurtz. He's going to be featured in the Hawaii documentary. Ryan Fowler. Obviously, Charlie, Cultivate Crypto. I helped advise and change King Dre's entire brand as well. His whole life has changed because of what we worked together. Cultivate Crypto gave birth to the fat Mexican guy, Dollar Cost Crypto. And then Fresh and Fit was formed. And then everybody started copying Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit was copied by Sozcast, which that show was trash, and they're out of business now. They don't even do that anymore. And then Rolo and Marco Sartain started Axis Vegas, which led to Men of Action. Just Pearly Things copied Fresh and Fit, and I consulted her directly as well. Whatever podcasts, I also consulted with him, and then Fresh and Fit, they copied Fresh and Fit. And then the rise of Andrew Tate, which led to like literally the largest influencer of masculinity of our time. You know, he's in a bunch of trouble right now, but won't really cover that because I don't really want to talk about that. And then you have this entire dating panel live stream revolution. We have all these people copying it. And then this led to the semi-red pilling of Piers Morgan, and even he's doing these panel shows now. Right. So, and I have more brands on here, you know, Lou, the lifting lawyer, is getting his brand going. There's so many different people coming through, but all these people here are willing to work consistently. I gotta even tell, even on big old fat boy Charlie, you know, he's a hard worker. He's a hard worker. He sucks at doing what he does, but you know, he's willing to put in the time, you know, to grift max, you know. And then, yeah. And then even Pooper Scooper Cooper's on here. I helped him. I taught Richard didn't even know how to send an email or do affiliate marketing. And it was so funny, right? Because when I hit the scene, I had the least amount of subscribers and I was outperforming all of these guys. And Rich was so mad. It was funny. And Donovan is cool and loyal to me, but he would go to Donovan and talk shit. And what's so funny is he would talk shit to me about Donovan. Rich is a tormented fucking loser. It's so funny. But you know, that's what I'm proud of. And so and that is an example of me keeping my ego in check, right? Because I could be like, oh, I've helped all these people and blah, 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 and yada, yada, and I should be successful and I should do this. And hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Will, very smart. He says, Richard has a very angry, bitter energy. He does, right? But, you know, looking at everything now, you know, like for example, let's just break the fourth wall here. For example, like Andrew, he understands that like the red pill and the manosphere has kind of gone off the deep end. And I'm not even a moderator on his channel because it would be a bad look on him. And I understand that. And I don't have a massive ego like, oh, what the fuck, bro? You should put me on. I should be a moderator in your chat, blah, blah. I understand, bro. I have to take the bullet. And that's okay, because I didn't do this to become rich and famous and successful. I didn't. When I set out my goal, guys, my goal was I hope I can make $15,000 a year. That was my honest goal. And what's funny is like when you put people before yourself in a situation like this, where you just want to help as many people as possible, I became rich and famous. And I never even planned for this to go the way that it has. Like for me, I thought like the peak. I was like, if I could just make 10 grand a year or 10 grand a month, that was like my top goal. I haven't done that ever with this business. It's always been bigger. So, and then we got a new buddy. He joined us too. If you guys want to check him out, I want to show you something. A new person I'm advising now is, if you guys go check this guy out here, the Leadership Laboratory. So this is my friend Evan, and we call him Big Googs, and he's a Navy SEAL, and he joined us in 2019, but he couldn't really get online and start producing content because he was in the military, and so they didn't want him to do these kind of things. And so now looking at where he is, and he's just starting off, and we're still ironing out a couple things here, but you know, he's another guy that I'll support. And if he has to like disown me at some point, I'm okay with that, because I'm all about you know, helping men get there what they want, helping men get to where they want to be. And he's an actual like legit alpha male killer. Like this guy, like we make a joke every time he shows around, and I do the Tony Stark, and I say, you know, we have a Hulk, because Googs is like 6'4", 240 pounds. Like this guy is literally an alpha male killer. He is a monster, and he's doing great things now. So, you know, I'm very happy just to be eternally, you know, the servant to you guys. And that's what I'm here for. And I'll continue to do this. And, you know, we have ups and downs in life. I think the whole red pill space and whatever has kind of lost its way a little bit. And, you know, it is what it is. We're just going to go through a cleansing period. And, you know, here we are. So I'm just, like I said, I'm happy. I'm happy to be here to help every single one of you, regardless if you're out there living in a trailer in Reno, Nevada, chasing dreams and having all-time highs, making $50,000 a month and leveling up, or you're a young guy just trying to get it together. You know, I live to serve. I am eternally a servant to you people watching me. And I am grateful that I can be here, and I'm so happy to be here. And thank you guys for being here. So if we got questions, want to come on, chit chat with me, holler at your boy. In the meantime, it's time to do my favorite part of the show. Comment review. Let's go review yesterday's comment when we had this crazy toxic American wife shaming her husband in a viral rant. And yeah, bro, that was a really, that like, if you want to learn about relationships and how to run your relationship right, what are some good things, what are some bad things, and more importantly, the real reason why she was upset, this is the episode for you. So I will pull it up right now, and let's read the comments. So we will go and we'll say, Daniel J says the truth is stranger than fiction. True. Mandingo says she sends her kids to daycare, sends her kids to the daycare so she can make TikToks about being a mom. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, yeah, really. I mean, I don't know what to say. Metroplex says, good to have you back on YouTube. Great stream. Can we get re-upload playlists of your Red Pill sermons? They're on the channel, you lazy guy. Just type in Red Pill sermons and you'll find it on the channel. The stuff gets me through tough times and his golden watch. Money Muscles Game Frame. Shout out from Great Britain. Thank you, my friend. EDR 9125 says, I think the moves you're making on YouTube are right ones because this stream has a F ton of ads. Yeah, let me tell you something. I'm not seeing any of that money, boys. It made me consider getting YouTube Red. W Shirtless MLD, less is more. Thanks, marriage causes divorces. Franz is back, my favorite Jewish person. Daniel says, we're happy. You're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere either. I love you. JS says, I am an Apex Mindset school group, and it's a great platform. I believe you would do great there too. I also believe you'll overcome the shadow ban, MLD. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Alex Hormozy, and he owns school now, right? So we're going to get right down to the bottom of this. I'll be in Las Vegas, Nevada, the 13th to 16th. I'm considering doing a meetup. I don't know if there's anybody in Vegas that would want to do a meetup, but let me know. Okay. MLD versus home math. No, thank you. TJ Hammer says, Jonathan, following you since inception, we could never pull off meeting up the times you were in NYC. To this day, brother, your Christian roots of humility and sincerity still prevail. Thank you. I need to call in one of your live shows, hash out concepts of idealism, pragmatism, and all. 50 years old now. RE, invention down here in Florida. God bless, man. Awesome. Reinvention down here in Florida? I don't know. What does that mean? Anyways, a Griffin Zach, shout out to you. Remember, he says, I didn't know Kat was fluent in sign language. She is. Dr. Mellon, shout out to you. Dimes 607. I had to keep pausing and walking away. Listening to this one was mind-numbing. That's funny. Carlos Bermudez says, is the monthly coaching $150 a month? Yes, it is. And here's the thing, guys. So one of my digital marketing experts that I hired recently, he told me it's really bad that I'm doing the $150 a month coaching, because he says it actually lowers your value. What I was thinking is, like, I just wanted to make it affordable for people to sign up. But he says, like, dude, you have made millions of dollars of your brand. You have a huge brand. You have huge presence, and, you know, you're known around the world. He's like, that low pricing is actually detrimental to you. So I'm working with a professional now, guys. You got to remember, when I started this brand, I've read a book called, I read a couple books, like, you know, digital marketing books, like .com Secrets and whatnot. And then I implemented the strategy to the live streaming business. And then next thing you know, we're having like the largest masculine cultural revolution the world has ever seen. So, I mean, guys, I'll tell you this too, man. What's happening too is who is this? Will you be able to talk to him one-on-one? Yes, I'll be able to talk to him one-on-one. The thing is, sorry, I lost train of thought there. I had a brain fart. What was I saying? What was I on about? I keep reading the chat and reading my notes. I don't know. I'll just end the show there. No, but you know, these things happen. It's a circle of life, right? One thing he said, one thing Alex Hormozy said, and I'm guilty, and I'll confess this to you guys right now. Okay. First, you start out grinding. Then you get success. Then you get complacent, and then you fail, and you don't keep up with the times. And then you have to grind. And then you succeed. Then you get complacent, and then you fail, and then you go back, and it's the circle of life. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, and the masculine revolution. Right. Yes. Thank you, Michael. You're the best. Yeah, the masculine revolution. So I have even seen my videos and Myron's videos me and Myron specifically, being translated into Korean. I've found it on like Korean YouTube, Korean Red Pill. And I don't know if you guys know about this, but like Korea is like the Korean men are becoming so incredibly conservative. It's like wild how conservative they're becoming. And they're like going back to their roots. Women are becoming more liberal, but as you know, liberalism destroys the people involved with it. So, you know, their lives will be not ideally used in that way of thinking. So if there's nobody else, I will give you one more try. If you want to come on, for all you guys that are last minute people, there is the link in the chat. Okay, come on down. Let's have a talk. And if not, I'm gonna go. You're scared? What are you scared of, bro? Let me show you guys something too. Let me talk to you young guys about something, okay? Let me show you guys why you need to learn to fight and why you guys need to understand the things that I'm saying are incredibly true. Okay? Because I don't know if you guys seen this recently. I posted this in the Masculine Empowerment Network chat. But recently there was a boating incident in Florida, and I just want to show you guys something, okay? Listen to this, okay? This is the whole interaction, okay? Take a look here. This is in Florida. They're on a boat. Am I on TRT? Yes, I am. Take a look at this real quick. Kid here fishing.
What, like 5 in the morning? Yeah.
They're asking, were you out here fishing in the morning, 5 in the morning? He said, yeah.
No, that was the.
He says, were you cussing me out?
That was the dude in that boat. Were you the one that came through the middle of the bridge? Was that you? Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I was here, but you ran in front of the other dude over there. You were cussing me out, dude. Bro, you ran right through the middle of the bridge while we were all fishing.
In the middle of the fucking night, the guy didn't have any lights on.
Bro, we were all fishing here. The fucking.
He didn't have any lights on.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do this.
He was arguing saying you didn't have any lights on to the kid.
With you, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do this with you, bro. Like, it's not the right time, bro.
You want the law?
Bro.
And now he's cussing. Listen, don't cuss at anybody you can't knuckle up with, boys. Don't.
Bro, you can't come flying through the middle of the fucking bridge, bro.
Oh shit, yes I can.
All right, bro. What are you trying to do, bro?
What am I trying to
What are you trying to do, bro?
You want to fucking go?
I don't want to fucking go. I want you to get the fuck out of here.
Listen, guys. Don't talk like a gangster if you cannot pull off some gangster shit. Okay? You never know who you might run into.
Big tough guy?
Tough guy? You pulled up on me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Nah,
you pulled up on me, motherfucker. Oh, I see.
Shit, I'm fishing, you fucking. Like, bro, get out of here. Like, what? What are you trying to do? Act like a tough guy in front of your buddies?
No, I'm not. Dude, all these motherfuckers know I'm tough, motherfucker.
Bro, all right, bro.
You know what?
Get going, bro.
We're all fucking war veterans. We're all.
He's saying we're all war veterans.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're gonna talk shit.
Thank you for your service, bro. But that doesn't give you the right.
Pussy ass fuck.
All right, bro. All right, whatever. I appreciate you for your service, bro. But you don't got to run through the middle of the bridge, bro.
Dude, if your guy doesn't have his fucking lights
That's
on,
not my guy, bro. That's just another fucking dude, bro.
You have to have lights on.
My lights were on, bro. My lights were on.
Somebody hits you, guess what the fuck happens? You die, nothing happens to me.
Right, okay, bro. Keep thinking that.
No, that's the fucking truth, dude.
All right, bro. Keep thinking that.
Put your fucking lights on.
Bro, my lights were on. I wasn't sitting there. Okay, that's not my dude, bro. Bro, I said, bro, you almost fucking hit him. The other dude was fucking cussing you out.
I almost hit him because he didn't have his motherfucking lights on.
Bro, you shouldn't come flying through the middle of the bridge. You know people fish here, bro. I'm sorry, man. I don't know if that's what you want to hear, bro.
Yeah, you should apologize, motherfucker.
But, bro.
More than you can possibly fathom in your wild
Me.
motherfucking dreams.
Me too, bro. I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right,
Every
bro.
day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right, bro.
Cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Don't hit the fucking mouth.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Please, bro. Please, bro. I'm a kid. I'm a kid. Talking. Ain't calling people motherfuckers. Cussing out the guy. Where's the gangster now? Where's the gangster now? You know?
I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna cuss me the fuck out.
All right, bro.
In the middle of the
No, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Okay. Please.
Fucking apologize.
I'm sorry, bro. That was not me, bro.
Yes, it was.
I know I was here, but my buddy was on the boat. Yes, sir. I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Yes, sir. I'm a kid, bro. Please. Sorry.
I don't care. You don't cuss me
Yes,
the fuck
sir.
out.
All
and
right.
Talk shit to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You don't do it.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't like cussing you out,
Yes,
though, bro.
you were, dude.
I was driving the boat.
Yeah, you were just cussing him out right now.
Did
Okay.
you not call me a fucking faggot?
No, bro.
Yes,
that
you
was
did,
my
motherfucker.
friend on the. Okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry, bro.
That was your friend on the boat.
I'm sorry, bro.
You and your motherfucking friend are look at it and come
Yes,
on your
sir.
friend and fuck you both up.
Yes, sir.
Do it again and watch what fucking happens. Don't fucking do it again.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I appreciate y'all, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Fuck with the wrong motherfucker, dude.
Bro, yes, sir.
The kid's gonna go home and question his masculinity. You guys can't be afraid of people, man. You got it. Like, even if it comes down to you taking a whooping or something, man. I don't know. That is just, I don't know, guys. That if that guy would have got on my boat, I would have Spartan kicked him right into the water. I'm like, you messed with the wrong one today, buddy. Okay, because it's just, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know, man. That's just like, you know, you guys. It's just, it is a shame for a young man to. By the way, user, I can't add you, Japanese user. Your mic and camera are not connected right now. No blicky time. You don't need to blicky anybody. But you need to, Spartan kick that guy. Yeah, this is funny. I mean, that guy, to be honest, that guy, the military guy, needed to get punched in the face and kicked in the water. He needs to be brought down a notch. But the kid running his mouth, talking crazy, and it's funny because that's what happens every time. Everybody talk crazy to me online and stuff. I see him in real life. All of a sudden, they want to be best friends. John, can you share TRT protocol? I take an injection every 3 days. That's it. So yeah, isn't that technically trespassing? Bro, I'll trespass my foot up that guy's ass. I don't give a shit. But yeah, everybody, all these young kids, it's funny, man. These young guys, even when they come talk to me, like they think they know everything, yet they have no experience doing anything. I'm like, oh, okay. So you got it all figured out. So why am I even here? Right. I should be learning from you, right? So, all right, boys, that's it. Hey, listen, Japanese user, your crap is not connected, but you got to fix that out. That's gonna do it for us today, guys. Listen, go out there, have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. If you're on the replay, go ahead and leave a comment, hit me up and we'll be back on Monday. Until then, I'll see you later. Peace out.